to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Get off! Bro, what the?
Another one.
Get off! Bro, what the?
Now, let me just be as honest as possible. This young man did not bring this on himself. Because this young man could not have afforded to be around such individuals if more than likely his people did not put him in an instance where he would actually be around them. Right? Both, either if it's a neighborhood, city, school, whatever it is. Right? Like for me, for instance, the only way that I was around that many, right, white people was if I went to, let's say, like a party at Wayne State or some type of college campus where that's, where they were. Right? Other than that, I wasn't around them really. Right? And I've mainly told black people, especially the parents, that if you send your kids to a lot of these schools, chances are if they are around whoever it is, things are going to transpire, things are going to happen. 9 times out of 10, guess what? They're going to have an instance like this. I can't tell you how many times that I've seen instances of the supposed good ones sitting up here and just blatantly saying this. It don't even got to be one of us around, but they're just blatantly sitting up there saying it, and all hee haw and laughing and da 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 kiki and hee, right? And then you have the other instances where it's like this, where you have one of theirs, it don't matter if it's male or female, saying this directly around one of your kids. Around one of your kids. And, as I've stated before, and I've shown a multitude of videos, I've shown this exact same thing happening to a young black woman, just like you see clearly in this video, this happening to a young black man. And it just seems as though that black people just like pain. It seems like black people like going through this time and time and time and time and time again, just to have something to complain about. When you have people specifically telling you, hey, this is how you avoid this situation, black people like, let me stand in the way to see if the situation even exists. And then when it exists and when it shows itself and I'm harmed, let me sit up here and start crying about it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And it's like, how is it that a lot of y'all have kids and y'all not specifically telling them that there is a very great chance that something like this can easily happen to them if they're around them, like at a party, friend's house, whatever it is? You're going to have that one that's going to do it. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to you're going to have that one that's going to do it. But we're in a society now where people want to act as though none of these things happen and these things don't exist, and there's no reason to teach history. There's no reason to inform their children of these types of things or incidences or occurrences, whatever you want to call it. There's no reason to tell them any of this because simply you're just American. That's all you are. You're just American. Right? Now if it comes down to the fact of you're leaving the United States, yeah, you're American. Yeah, up until somebody wants to, say something different. Until people start switching up languages and saying things directly in front of you that you don't know specifically what it is that they're saying. But if you're in America, the whole American thing doesn't matter. It literally does not even matter. Because in America, people are going to look at you as what they can recognize you as, right? So if your children are black in America, the American title doesn't even matter because you're in America. It doesn't even matter. Now it goes deeper. Now it goes to what you look like physically. It goes to what people can identify by your hair texture, right? By the way of which you speak and present yourself, the way that you dress, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the music that you listen. All of those good things culminate into one thing. Like I said, for the parents out here, I don't realistically know what it is that y'all gonna do with y'all kids because y'all ain't teaching them. Y'all really not teaching them. And the most interesting thing is that kid is probably still friends with people there at that party. Now you heard somebody sounding shocked. You saw the look on her face, but she was smiling when she said it, so she already knew exactly what it is. She's that type, but she's also interested in black guys, right? And then you heard the friends that were all in shock, like, "Oh my God, Lazy, why would you say that?" Those are the social justice warriors that act like they care and that they don't see color, but realistically they do, and they're okay with her saying it because they've always wanted to say it themselves. Notice how nobody at that party actually stood up for him. None of the people that look like her stood up for him. They didn't sit up there and say anything in a defensive way for him. They didn't try to defend him verbally. It was just shock and awe. That was it, as if this was their first time hearing it, even though they all listened to black music at one point in time in their life. And they've practiced their black lyrics at one point in time. But as I've told people before, this is America. You know, it pretty much is exactly what it is, and this is what it will always be, irregardless of whoever decides to, come up and make a platform and try to say America's not racist and America's not this. And it's actually these groups of people that actually, if you focus on race, then you are actually the true being that is the reason that it even exists and is even getting talked about. If you ignore it and don't talk about it, then it doesn't exist. Right. This is America.